you're wondering what this is because I'm using APS-C lens on my full frame camera. Full frame camera, yes, I got a new camera yesterday. Well, it's not brand new, but I got it from Marketplace because it was on a good deal. Before I say what camera it is, this camera sensor, basically the sensor this camera uses, it's the same sensor they use in FX3 and FX6. If you don't know what that is, what those cameras are, you basically make movies from those cameras. And this camera has the same sensor. That's why I got this camera, because I want to make my video very high quality. And one of the things I got the camera in the first place last year was because I wanted to learn filmmaking. That's one of my main goals. All right, with that being said, I want to talk about my two main goals this year, which I already told one of the goals was to just be a better filmmaker, make more short films, make well, more vlogs, because vlogs kind of help me, you know, get used to the camera, with the camera settings. And one of my goals is to become a better filmmaker, editor, you know, the whole creative process, be better at that, just continue doing it. And another big plan for myself is, it's kind of scary, and I honestly don't know if I can do it or not, but I'm planning to run a marathon. I know it sounds big and crazy, but that's one of the reasons why I want to do it, because I've never really challenged myself, you know, hard, like something like running a marathon just kind of scared me, and I wanted to do it. I also want to talk about why I'm running a marathon and what's my plan, how I'm gonna do it. Before I say that, I gotta eat something because I'm hungry, and after I eat, we're gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna go to a park, and today is gonna be my first run outside. Whoa. I just finished the whole thing. I think I had a little too much to eat, so there's no way I can go for a run for another hour or two. So yeah, I thought I'm gonna just clean up a little bit, because my wife's gonna go crazy. If she sees me at home on my day off, if I don't clean, yeah, she's gonna go mad.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell you, mama, I tell you, papa too. I'm gonna let everyone know about my love, so I really hope you love me too. Yeah, I really hope you love me.
It's 1:40 right now. In 20 minutes, my wife, she finishes work. We're gonna surprise her, because she called me earlier, and I told her I won't be able to come because I'm going to run. And she was a little upset, but since we can't run for another 45 minutes, I thought I would just go pick her up, make her smile, because that's what it counts, right? Just making people happy, making people smile. And yeah, she's gonna be surprised. I wanna see the look on her face. And then we're gonna go on a run afterwards. But anyway, since I'm driving there, I wanna talk a little bit about the gears I'm using. Basically, I'm rocking GVE1 I picked up yesterday. I actually drove 3 hours to get to Manly and got this on a very good deal, and I didn't want to miss it out. So yeah, and it's on good condition. I got it for a really cheap price. I'm very happy I got it, and I got another lens. I'll show you right now. It's this little boy here. This bad boy. because I wanted to get 24-70 Z Master 2, but if you don't know, that lens is super expensive. I'm talking like 2,500 Australian dollars, and since it's one of the most used lens in filmmaking, you know, a lot of filmmakers, they recommend that focal length, especially 24-70. It's widely used because 24 is a little wide and 70 is a bit narrow, so it kind of covers like a sweet spot. And I really wanted to get that lens, but obviously I'm not going to be spending that much because I'm not a full-time filmmaker yet. You know, if I happen to be that one day next year or in like in next few years, then I'll obviously get that. But for now, I got 24-105, which is actually even better when it comes to focal length. It's bigger zoom, but the only downside is it's f4, so it cannot go as wide. You know how you can probably see how, you know, focused my hand is right now, and everything else behind was blurry because I'm doing f1.8 right now because this is a prime lens. If I were to go and use that lens instead, it can only go f4, so that means there's not going to be as much background blur. But anyway, I got that lens for a super cheap price, practically nothing. That's why I picked it up. And yeah, so I got this lens, my Sony 24-104, and I'm thinking of getting 16-35 in the future. It's a little expensive, but if I have that lens, I don't have to just change two lenses all the time, and I can just use my one lens. It will probably be on the camera for a long time because 16-35 is kind of like a sweet spot. 35 I can do like a little cinematic stuff, and 16 I can do vlogging like this, and it can still be relevant. And yeah, that's all I got. And another thing, last but not the least, the microphone. I'm rocking DJI Mic 2. It's wireless. It's good, but the problem I'm having with this microphone is that it's a little annoying because I gotta turn on, turn off, turn the transmitter and the receiver all the time because I don't wanna, you know, like run out of the battery. I don't wanna just put it on all the time as well. It's just being a little weird. Well, it's good in some ways, but it's bad in some. So what I'm thinking of getting is ECM B10 or ECM M1. There's like 3 microphones really good. I do not know which one I'm going to be getting, but I will get that shotgun microphone. Anyway, enough talking about gears. I don't want to bore you, but it's just something I, you know, enjoy filming, and part of it is just knowing about cameras, knowing about lenses. Anyway, we're gonna pick up my wife now. It's very close. Man, I'm just surprised that this setup is so small. I'll show you. You know, this is what I'm doing right now. I had it before here. I forgot to take a video, but alrighty, we're here at her workplace. She's not expecting me. I really hope she walks outside because she might stay inside because she sometimes goes with her friends and they finish at 2:30. I obviously don't want to be staying here until 2:30. Let me try and call her once. Look, can't really see her from here. I'm gonna drive up a little forward. Maybe I can see her. Nah, she was not there. I guess we just wait now. It's 2:03. From what I know, she comes out early. She's normally not late, unless she's waiting inside. I'm gonna call her now and see if she's gonna pick up.
Welcome to the voicemail system.
No, she's here. She's here. Hmm? आगोन लुगा दियो उदयको सरप्राइज
मलाई दादी फोन गरेर गरेर म हिँड्न लागिसकेको थिएँ
के घन्टी आएको थियो
अघि के म तल आइसकेको थिएँ नि त तल आएपछि फोन आएको थियो अनि भर्खर पनि त 1 मिनट अगाडि आएको अहिले पनि 4 मिनट अगाडि आएको
अनि घन्टी गएको थियो नि कस्तो लागिरहेको मलाई Man, I actually saw a kangaroo there. Not just one. There were like 4 or 5 kangaroos. I was not expecting that. I did not know there were like kangaroos in this side of the park. I knew like there were, you know, like if you go to countryside, you can find a lot of them. But in Sydney, it's quite rare. You don't really see. Anyway, just finished up with my warm-ups, and it's my second week, so I'm not gonna be pushing as hard. I'm gonna attempt about 4 kilometers. Well, I'm gonna attempt running like 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, because last week my best was 20 minutes. And yeah, I'm not gonna push as hard because I only gotta beat 20 minutes once a week, just one run, not like my every run. And I only had 1 day rest this week. I kind of prefer having 2 days because I'm standing all day at work, and it kind of, you know, makes sense for me to just rest 2 days. Wow, this is such a beautiful place, man. I just am in love. I just am in love with this place. Wow. Alright, just completed my run, and so let's talk about it. So why did I pick marathon as one of my goal for this year? Actually, what happened was back in October I had my wrist injury, and because I was very focused, because last year my goal was to just bodybuilding, just lift heavy weights and all that, just tracking food, tracking macros. That was my goal last year. But what I learned doing that was I was putting myself through so much pressure, so much, you know, my joints, they were not able to recover as quickly. So I had joint injury, so I couldn't. Basically, after that, for 2 months, I couldn't lift any heavy weights. You know, no chest, no back day, no chest day, and I was just, the only option I had was doing leg and cardio, right? And that's when I started running. And I would just hit legs and run for like 10 minutes, and I just kept on doing that every week. And what I noticed was that I was getting better at it. I was getting first time I ran 1 kilometer, man, it was super hard. It was not easy. And next week I was able to do 2 kilometers, and I was so proud. And that's when I just kind of got inspired, you know. And I was thinking, man, if I can run like 1 kilometer, if I can add 1 kilometer each week, that means I can run 42 kilometers. That's a marathon distance in 42 weeks, right? That's awesome. Let's do it. And that's how it happened. So the second reason why I got into running was because I discovered something called runner's high. Like it's I experienced it first time, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I was yeah, I just had a 20-minute run, and then nah, not 20, I think 15 minutes run. And man, after that I was walking to work, and I was feeling amazing. I was in such great mood, you know. I had all this energy. I was just feeling amazing. And that's something I did not know, but it's apparently called runner's high. When you run, you just get all this good dopamine and all these good chemicals, like your brain releases, and you're just super happy. Your brain is just clear, and you're not thinking about anything else. You're focused, like your goals are intact. And that's actually, after I finish my run, that's when I write my journal. And that's, kind of where my brain is very fresh. Because, you know when I use my phone a lot, when we're using social media, like, your brain is kind of cooked, and you do not know what you're doing in life. You're kind of lost, and you think, because you see a lot of people doing different things, and you want to try different things, but you don't really know what's happening with your life. And I believe that writing journal right after run, when you're experiencing that runner's high, is probably the best thing I did, and I will keep on doing that. So we spoke about why I'm doing what I'm doing. So basically, I'm running a marathon. So how am I gonna do it? How am I going to run a marathon? Well, I don't really know. If I'm being honest, what I know is according to my personal trainer. Well, I'm not that rich, so my personal trainer is just Google Gemini or ChatGPT, just AI. Um, so what it recommended me was I run about 5 minutes more each week, but that only applies to one of my run. I don't have to run 5 minutes extra for the whole week. So basically, how I told you I did 30 minutes today. Um, Last week my personal best was 25 minutes, and that was my one longest run. My other runs was just 20 minutes, which is what ChatGPT recommended me. I don't run 30 minutes every day. It's gonna hamper my recovery. It's not gonna recover my joints. Even my lungs is fully capable. Joints and tendons, they take longer to heal. So today was my 30 minutes. So tomorrow and the entirety of this week, I'm probably not gonna do 30 minutes. Just gonna stick with 25. And next week, I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna run for 35 minutes, and I'm gonna increase 5 minutes each week. I don't care about pace or whatever until I hit 10 kilometers comfortably. So as long as I cannot run 10 kilometers comfortably, I don't think about pace, or I don't think about distance. I don't think about anything. Just putting my body in stress for about 30 minutes, roughly 30 minutes, and then adding 5 more minutes, and just able to hit 10 kilometers. And then after that, I start to look into pace. That's what GPT told me, and it's gonna take me another 5-6 weeks. So yeah, that's my plan for now. And also another thing, I had not booked a marathon yet. I do not know how to do it. What I want to find out is that if I'm capable of running it. If I'm capable of running it, I'll travel to a different place and do a marathon. Because I looked up, there's this big marathon in Sydney City that happens once a year, but it's already booked out. It's happening in, I think, September or October, and yeah, it's booked out. So I can't run that. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of marathons going. In different state. I'll travel to Queensland if I have to. It's all right. All right. So that's pretty much it for today. I had my run. I'm gonna go home, eat now. I gotta go to Maryland's to pick up another watch for my wife, because I'm kind of getting her into running as well. But I'm starting her to just get used to walking, and she's completely new to exercising and stuff. So I'm gonna get her another one of these Garmin watches, and she can track. She knows how many calories she's burned. She knows how many distance and pace and all that. She'll get into it, and I'll ask her to just start running, and we can run together. Just happy, healthy couple. If she does it, it just becomes so much easier for me. Not that she has to do it for me to become easier. I can do it on my own, but I should be able to do it on my own, because it's one of my goals. But if she does it, maybe she does not realize it now, but just working on your health is one of the best thing you can do. You know how they all say health is wealth. So no matter how much money you earn, it's never going to beat best health you'll ever have. So that's my goal for 2026. Just be healthy, super healthy, run, and just practice filmmaking. All right, just finished my run. Man, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of myself. 30-minute, man. It's what I noticed today. Running in treadmill is so boring. Running outside is so much fun, especially when your environment is good. It just becomes so much easier. I could have easily done another 10 minutes. I don't want to say another half an hour, but another 10 minutes, I would have definitely done it. But obviously, I don't want to risk getting injured again. That's why I didn't. I just stopped at 30 minutes. But I could have easily gone more, just because running outside is fun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm gonna come here next week. I don't know if I'm gonna be here every week, but on my long runs, I'll definitely be here. Definitely be here. It's such, because some parts they're like a little uphill and there's like a little downhill. So when you're going up, it feels very difficult. But then like when it's downhill, it's so fun. Like I never ran outside. That was fun. Anyway, all right. I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, if you arrived at the end, I highly. I don't know anything to say, but thank you. I'll make more of these, and I'll see you next time. Bye.